I wanted to talk today about a new look at the 80-20 principle. You know, there's many definitions of the old 80-20 principle for success, like 80% of a business success will come from 20% of its people. 80% of sales success will come from 20% of its salespeople, and the list goes on and on and on. But I'm going to share something with you today that I think is incredibly important, and maybe more important than all the other 80-20 principles that we've heard in the past or we've studied in the past. And I think this is one that should propel us to great success every year, every day, every month, every week that we choose to use it. Hi, I'm David Essel. So, you know, when I used to use these different 80-20 principles in my presentations, people were very familiar with them, so it was sort of like a jumping off block. We'd say, you know, 80% of our sales will be made by 20% of the sales staff. And of course, if I'm in speaking to a group of salespeople, they'd be going, and I'm the 20%, you know, and who in here is the 20%? If there's 100 salespeople in the room, all of them have their hands up, you know. But over the years I've come, and especially probably in the last 10 years of teaching this 80-20 principle, we've come to change it quite dramatically. And now the way that I encourage, and when I'm training people to become life coaches, or I'm working as a life or business coach helping people to become more successful in life, we've shifted it to this, that 80% of our daily work should be action-oriented, 20% should be planning. Now think about this. If 80% of our work on a daily basis action-oriented is making prospecting calls, sending out proposals, calling back people to see if the proposals have been accepted, calling up individuals to set up interviews for jobs, you name it, whatever it is that you want to accomplish in life. If we talk about in relationships, you know, that 80% should be action, 20% should be contemplation, or should be planning, is that we would say, you know, what is it that I can do for you? In proving that my love for you is deeper than words, I'm going to act in a way to show you I love you. I'm not just going to tell you I love you, but my actions will bear that truth. We can do this in anything, you know. If 80%, in regards to changing our bodies, if 80% of the time we talk about changing our bodies would be put into the gym, into walking outdoors, into doing those things, and 20% into thinking about it, we would all be so much more successful, right? So 80% action, 20% planning. In the different companies that I've gone, Fortune 500 companies that I've spoken to over the years, this is something that we continue to hammer home, and I know it makes a huge difference in life. So many times we spend all this time thinking about what we're going to do, planning what we're going to do, talking about what we're going to do, but none of those are really truly the action steps needed. I worked with a young gentleman not too long ago that was in this conundrum, that he had been planning a business for about 2 years. Now, he was working at the time. He was doing work he didn't want to do, but he was planning a business and planning a business. And when he finally came in and sat down and he showed me all of this planning that he had been doing, I said, you know, how much of this has been put into action? And he stopped for a second. He said, what do you mean? I said, well, you've got all of this paperwork done, but how much of it has been put into action? You know, have you done any of these things that are? He goes, oh, no, I'm just fine-tuning the business plan. And there comes a time when having a business plan obviously is crucial. It's the starting point, but that we can get stuck with it. It's like someone that continues to rewrite a book outline without ever writing the chapters. Do you know what I'm saying? What part of your life have you been talking about doing without any kind of action? How much planning have you been doing in a certain area of your life without action? We might even be talking about the fact that someone would say, you know what, I really am ready for a deep, loving relationship. I am so ready. Maybe they've been telling themselves and their friends that for years. You know, as soon as the right person comes along, I'll know it and I'll be in that great relationship. But what's the action that they've taken to meet that great person? What have they done to take themselves out of their comfort zone in order to create the success they want? In other words, our success is going to be based on our action. The person writing the book instead of talking about it. The person exercising instead of talking about losing weight. The person actually going out and risking for love instead of just talking about it. The person getting out of the planning mode of how they're going to be this great entrepreneur and actually doing the grunt work. You know, like when we look at those action steps, those are crucial. In the world of real estate, oh my Lord, in the last 10 years, I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of agents, and all of them have come to me at some level on the fence in regards to action. Great plans, unbelievable plans, Unbelievable plans. Can I say that again? Unbelievable plans. But when we come to what has been done on a daily basis from 9 to 5, like how is your day set up? If you look at 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, what percentage of that is actually in action, networking, marketing, doing the work, the calls, etc.? If we were to look at a 9 to 5 job, that would probably mean that 6 of the hours would be in action and 2 of the hours would be in planning. Think about your life. With your mind, your body, relationship, finances. Have you been talking about cutting back on expenses? Have you been talking about actually creating more income, but you're not doing it? Let's get serious. Let's get real. If I can help you, this is the work I've been doing for 20 years. TalkDavid.com. TalkDavid.com. Share this message with your friends. If you know anyone that's been talking a ton about doing stuff but isn't doing it, it might be a partner. You might shock them with this video. Could be a family member, a friend, whoever, a business associate, whoever. Share this video and don't forget to sign up at YouTube, okay? And all of these will come right to your account once you have your own YouTube account. I'm David Essel. Have an awesome day.